In the quiet town of Logan County, Ohio, a chilling mystery unfolded in 1979. This is the unresolved case of Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, a manager at Rink's department store, was reported missing on the 12th of October, 1979. His sudden disappearance sent shockwaves through the community. 10 days later, his lifeless body was found in a local soybean field, an area well known as Lover's Lane. But instead of providing closure, the discovery of his body only deepened the enigma. Enter George Skatzes, a man who would become entangled in this web of mystery and injustice. In 1983, Logan County courts built a case against Skatzes, a case founded not on concrete evidence but on shaky testimonies. The courts convicted Skatzes for Smith's murder, a decision that would later be viewed with skepticism and doubt. You see, the evidence, or rather the lack of it, painted a perplexing picture. Smith's car, a Volkswagen, showed no signs of a struggle or a violent act. There was no blood. And yet, this was the car where Skatzes was accused of murdering Smith. Moreover, the soybean field, the supposed scene of the crime, had been searched by officers, Smith's son, and volunteers after his disappearance. They found nothing. It was only later that Smith's body turned up in the very same field. Then there was the testimony against Skatzes. The state's star witness claimed he had difficulty driving Smith's stick-shift Volkswagen, but here's the thing: Smith's car was an automatic. It had no clutch. With all these inconsistencies, the conviction of George Skatzes left more questions than answers. As we delve deeper into this case, we will unravel more about the unseen clues and the overlooked details. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the unresolved case of Arthur Smith. The puzzle deepens when we delve into the notes from the Logan County investigation. The investigative notes read like a suspense thriller, filled with curious details, odd inconsistencies, and perplexing contradictions. Let's dive into these unseen clues. Arthur Smith's body was found in a state that raised more questions than it answered. Despite the fact that he had been shot 4 times, there was no blood at the scene. His body was clean, almost eerily so. It was so devoid of blood that investigators had difficulty obtaining a blood sample. All of Smith's organs were pumped dry, a condition not consistent with the type of headshot wound that would split the skull open. A chilling note from the investigator reads, "Thinks there's another scene with more blood." This led to the theory that Smith's body was kept in a cool place before being dumped in the soybean field. The weather data from the days following Smith's disappearance supports this theory. The temperature ranged from a low of 30 degrees to a high of 80 degrees, yet Smith's body showed minimal signs of decomposition. Adding to the mystery, Smith's last meal of knockwurst was undigested in his stomach despite the passage of time. His wife, Mary Ann, gave inconsistent accounts about Smith's last meal, further muddying the waters. Perhaps the most striking detail from the investigative notes is the suggestion that Smith's murder might have been committed by someone he knew. The location where Smith's body was found, known locally as Lover's Lane, suggests familiarity with the area. It was probably somebody that knew the area well. These overlooked clues and unanswered questions continue to shroud the case of Arthur Smith in mystery. The truth remains elusive, a chilling reminder of the unending quest for justice.